Hi there, welcome to the RevOps and Enablement YouTube channel. Today I want to share with you a number of metrics that you can use to measure the success of your revenue enablement initiatives. I think this is one of the hardest things to measure. A lot of organizations really struggle with this, particularly around using lagging metrics, which means they're only really measuring the effectiveness much further down the sales pipeline, and also failing to actually identify earlier in a sales rep's time with the organization ways in which they can help enable them further. So here's some things I feel you can use to measure the effectiveness of your sales enablement programs. So first ones are the sales and revenue metrics that you can use, and some of these are a bit more lagging indicators. The first one is conversion rate. So use conversion rate to measure the percentage of leads that you're actually converting through to paying customers. This is going to really highlight to you from a sales rep's perspective the skills and capabilities that they've got in managing a customer or a prospect through the sales process right the way through to revenue. The second is sales productivity. Look at the revenue being generated by each of your sales reps. And again, this is a great metric to understand whether you can see over time as you're adding more reps into the organization, whether revenue per rep is still increasing, or are you just dividing the revenue across a greater number of sales reps and therefore seeing it decreasing. You want to see something like that increasing significantly as you're adding more reps on, increasing their skills and capabilities. The third one is the win rate. The percentage of deals that your reps are winning. And again, this is really going to highlight the capabilities they've got in terms of both managing the deal through the pipe, but also those skills and capabilities in terms of closing the deal. Fourth is quota attainment. How many reps are hitting their quotas? I think that's really powerful in terms of, have you only got a couple of strong performers in the organization? Or have you got a good breadth of skills and capabilities and reps that are hitting their quota? Is it above 80% of reps hitting their quotas? And then the final one I've got from sales and revenue metrics perspective is the average length of the sales cycle. Again, over time, are you seeing that the sales cycle is reducing and you're getting deals through to revenue quicker as the skills and capabilities of the reps improve? So that's 5 around sales and revenue metrics that you can use. Next is the onboarding metrics. So for me, these are some more of the sort of leading indicators that you can start to look at to say, is our onboarding programs as we're hiring reps and using revenue enablement initiatives, are these things starting to make an impact? So the first one is the time to productivity, or the time it takes the rep to hit their first deal. Again, if you've nailed your program, you've got someone understanding the value proposition of your organization, understanding the product itself, and also understanding the sales process from a customer's perspective and also the organization's perspective, you're going to start to see the time to productivity improve. Next one is time to hit quota. So obviously this is going to take a bit longer, but how long is the full ramp time of a rep in your organization in terms of them joining the business, not just writing that first deal, but actually starting to hit the quotas that have been set for them? And then the third one is new hire churn, the retention of the people that you're hiring into your organization. What does that look like? Again, if you're giving them the right skills and capabilities and setting them up for success, that is a low number, and that can highlight a strong revenue enablement program. The third element for me is then content adoption. When we look at revenue enablement, we're not just talking about the training of the team, we're also talking about what's the marketing and content that we can provide them with to help them through the sales process and help them with the engagement of customers. The first one here is the content open rates. What's the level of content that they're using, and also off the back of that, what's the engagement that we're starting to see from prospects as they engage with the content that's being shared with them. Second is click rates, very closely linked off the back of that, the click rates that we're starting to see from the prospects who are receiving this content. And then third one's the content velocity. So how long is a deal actually in the pipeline for, and can you speed the different sales stages up by actually sharing content with that customer or that prospect? This can be powerful in terms of starting to look at a rep's performance, how long they are at a certain sales stage, But off the back of that, as content is being shared, are we starting to see an improvement in velocity and the time that a customer spends at each sales stage reducing? There's a number there around sales and revenue metrics, onboarding metrics, and content adoption that I think you can use that can help you measure the effectiveness of your revenue enablement programs and really look at the skills and capabilities of the sales team members that you're bringing into the organization. Thanks for watching. Please sign up to the channel and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of this content. And of course, you can always follow us on LinkedIn where we're posting content on a daily basis. Cheers.